What's good YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Last in Conditioning. Hamza is the cringe overlord, or is he? The cringe. He has many times before talked about how other men will take your wife if you don't work hard and so on. How other men will tell you that it's okay to take a day off and they will say this so they can take your wife, according to Hamza. This is very cringe-worthy. He has also spoken about how most people remain mediocre or average. This isn't a bad thing. Not everyone can be massively rich. Being average is okay, and most people will be. However, you can be average in the big picture, but still be great within the field that you're working in. The good. Hamza is a great talker and expresses his thoughts very well. Unlikely that you do not know it, however you do promote self-improvement, which by itself is already amazing. He has managed to create a very good marketing with his picture of Jeffrey and Adonis. This is a genius move on his part. He helps a lot of young men, even older men than himself. One of the key tenets that he preaches is going to the gym and build your body. Now, why is this great? It is great because us men are meant to be physical. This is why he promotes the gym and talks to men. There are many traits that you can develop from going to the gym, discipline being a major one of these, which is something that can help you in all aspects of life. Think of the people that study regardless of how they feel. They do better than everyone who doesn't study or only study when they feel like it. This is an aspect you can develop from going to the gym. Reason being, once you get past the newbie stage, you need to start learning more things and applying these things. So in order to get results, you have to put in the work, no matter how you feel. To quote a wise man, the man who goes to the gym every single day, regardless of how he feels, will always be the man who only goes to the gym when he feels like it. That quote is discipline in its most pure raw form. Doing what you need to do, no matter how you feel, and will always put yourself ahead of everyone else who only does when they feel like it. Delayed gratification. This is something he also talks about, and another reason why he promotes the gym. You don't get to be big and strong or in shape by working out for a week. You do that by going week after week for years and end. It teaches you good things comes to those who work for it. Yes, it will be hard, and yes, there will be many pitfalls on the way, and you'll be knocked down more likely times than you can count. However, it is the wish that makes it worth it in the end. This mindset can be used in other aspects of life. Example, studying. You do not become smart or be very knowledgeable on a topic after reading just one book. You get to have some decent knowledge after having read several books. The same if you want to start a business. You need to be able to delay these things that you want, and as well understand there will be mistakes made along the way. It is just the nature of things. Not working 9 to 5. Hamza have many times spoken out against the 9 to 5 rat race, and for very good reasons. Normal 9 to 5 worker has a relatively small pay increase over the years, while the price for almost everything has increased by 100% or more, while the pay increase has only been about 20% in the last 20 years or so. This means on average the pay only increases 1% per year, and the cost of living increased by 2.5%. So since it's percentage based, this also means it gets drastically worse year by year, because it gets to be in percentage of the year that's passed, which means in the max 20 years the cost of living will have doubled at least once again, while pay increase compared to 2002 will likely only be about 50% higher in 2043. However, comparatively speaking, the cost of living will have been 4 times higher in 2043 compared to 2002. The 9 to 5 jobs are a trap in today's world, and 20 years from now, everyone who works 9 to 5 will be trapped in an endless cycle of poverty, which means our basic human needs will not be met at all. On top of that, the population increase does not end either. At this point, we will likely be over 10 billion people on the planet, and the vast majority of people will be in poverty and not have the basic needs met. So if you want a life that isn't this, then doing something about it to make much more money is needed. This sounds very grim, and it's because it is. I know people who have given up their house and rent a cheaper apartment due to the increase of living. My own mother and husband used to be well off, are now paying a lot more attention to how much electricity they use, and she didn't used to care one bit. Closing thoughts. If you made it this far, you fell for the clickbait. Hamza is not a cringe overlord. He is a very helpful young man and also very knowledgeable. Thank you for watching. Share and subscribe. Last in Conditioning signing out. As Hamza says, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.